Where is it? Okay, maybe I have to have the game outside of full screen mode. It feels like it's kind of messing some things up. Hold on. I'm not sure if it's... Oh, Lord. Maybe it's best to just be... Can we fit here? The game kind of has a little bit of a weird aspect ratio right now. I don't know if it's okay or not. I guess it's stuck like that? Maybe I should go full screen after all. Huh. Give you a second. It'll probably show up. Hello? Where's the game? No. Yeah? Okay. Let me just start it out. Okay. Yes, you should be able to see it now. Okay. Yeah. The settings are a little bit weird. Maybe. Hi everybody, it's Michio Dai, and Happy Lunar New Year. I forgot to tweet out or post any stuff about Happy New Year wishes, but Happy New Year. I felt it was a bit late. I was like, I don't really want to like say it anymore. It's like, you know, it's saying happy birthday to someone who's like, it's like how many days late or something. Okay, birthdays are fine if you're a little late, but if it's like a holiday or something, it's like you can't really say Merry Christmas when it's like one day after Christmas or something. It'll feel wrong, that kind of thing. Or Happy New Year is just like it's the 2nd of like January, that sort of thing. It just doesn't hit right. So I probably would have been like drawing or playing or some other games and stuff, but I felt like just having a very chill game because I actually injured myself a little bit. It's really nasty actually, but not enough, like not extremely bad. I am still okay. I was deep frying some nyohyangs. Like I've put the photos up on Twitter and Blue Sky. And when I was draining some of the oil off of it, I basically held it up at an upwards angle, and the tongs that I had like some holes or slits in them where the oil would drip down, and it went onto my hand and it dripped down my hand. So this is kind of like the biggest burn I have, but it's still on the surface level. I consulted the doctor. Thankfully there was a clinic that was open during this public holiday, and and they helped me. Basically I went today with like the burn, and like it actually swelled up pretty large. It was like an airbag. It's like funnily enough, it kind of feels a bit like a Booba mouse pad. It's like, I mean, if it was just like those kind of jellies and stuff inside, as I was pressing it and stuff, and I didn't press it a lot. I made sure not to like tamper with it too much. But then again, we did play a card game where we had to slam down our hands on the floor, and the floor is probably kind of nasty. not a place to put a wound that you don't want to be, you want to keep uninfected. So that's a funny. But I'll talk more about that later on. It's just that yeah, I have this a burn, and funnily enough, I was like, you know, Katawa Shoujo does have like one of the young ladies here also has a disability from heavy severe burns. Yeah, and I really like this game, and like, I'm glad they actually finally made it to Twitch. Not Twitch, like stream not long ago. In fact, I can't find the category on Twitch. That's why there's no category for this game right now. There's a hashtag, there's a tag for it, Katawa Shoujo, but there's no game category for it. I don't know why. And I'm supposing that I did see the tweets from the developers. I think that this game on Steam, this version on Steam does not have the raunchy So I might be safe from that. But at the same time, we're playing the prologue, and I'm 100% sure that the prologue does not have any of that. This game is not like it's kind of not really marketed as the same as like other like arrow gaze. Like I hesitate to call it arrow gaze because like, you know, I didn't play this for the arrow gaze. I didn't start playing this for the arrow gaze. Actually, the way I started, like I knew about this was that I was watching some arrow gaze animations from Mike and L. Like he's an animator. I don't know if he's still active now, but he did some like raunchy malicious like animations, but it wasn't of this game. It was just that I saw like, oh wait, he contributed to this project, and I checked out this project like, oh, it's nice, it's free. Okay, I just downloaded it and like played it on my own, and it's my first ever, I think it's my first ever visual novel, but it's definitely my first ever eroge. And I'm pretty sure I can play this. I don't know, I feel like nowadays like people is like, oh yeah, my first ever eroge was like what, Unipop or some shit. like god damn. Yeah, you do you, alright. The thing is that after this I was like, oh okay, what other eroge genres are there, like other games and stuff. I played one eroge like Edelweiss or something, and I was like, yeah, nah, like not really. I'm not really, I wasn't really into that. I in fact I kind of forgot a lot about that. Except that in the prologue you do stumble into one of the girls like who was like swimming in the sea naked or something like that. This one doesn't have that. I sound like a someone who is like push themselves above others and like, oh pip, look, I'm playing the eroge that is not, I played for the story and the plot and the lore, not that kind of plot like you plebeians. But no, I mean, it's just, I do like that, like this is just an earnest like story, and yeah, I hold this game very highly, and like it has a dear spot in my heart. Yeah. It may not just be like a great game, but it's just like, it may not be a great story, but I'm like, yeah, it's sentimental to me. So I wanted to play it. I'm not so sure if I can, the prologue can go quite long, and I'm gonna see how much I can narrate. Narration heavy. Okay. So let's just get into it. Start. Did I introduce myself yet? I didn't. I'm Michio Dai. I am Michio Dai, your tokusatsu hero wannabe. And today we are playing Katawa Shoujo. We are starting Katawa Shoujo. Start. I'm pretty sure they didn't get any voice acting. And it's not auto, right? I hope. Okay. There's auto mode. Okay. Let me just... I hope the audio is okay. Okay. A light breeze causes the naked branches. Oh, there's already naked in the first line in the game. Oh shit, we can't escape the nudity. A light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden wind chimes. This is a popular retreat for couples in the summer. The deciduous trees provide a beautiful green canopy, far out of sight of teachers and fellow students. Oh, it's such a private area, away from the prying eyes of the public. But now, in late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling. I breathe into my cupped hands and rub them together furiously to prevent them from numbing in this cold. Just how long am I expected to wait out here anyway? I'm sure the note said 4 p.m. My name is Isao. Hi, Isao. Hi, Sword Art Online. Ah yes, the note slipped between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking. Oh, someone wants me meet me here. I don't know, do they want to beat me up or something? As far as cliches go, I'm more of a fan of the letter in the locker, but at least this way shows a bit of initiative. As I ponder the meaning of the note, snowfall gradually thickens. The snowflakes silently falling from the white painted sky, are the only sign of time passing in this stagnant world. Their slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time has slowed to a crawl. Sound effects. The rustling of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind. Watch out, Hisao! Hisao? You came? A hesitating, barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. I feel my heart skip a beat. It's a voice I've listened to hundreds of times, but never as more than an eavesdropper to a conversation. I turn to face this voice, the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race. Wow. Iwanko? I got a note telling Iwanko? Wait, okay, no, I was saying Wanko like a dog. Iwanako. I wanna call? I kinda call. I wanna call? Iwanako? I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours? Damn it, I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line and that was the result? Damn it. Pathetic. Pathetic. Damn, Hisao. Pathetic. First line. Yes. I asked a friend to give you that note. I'm so glad you got it. I'm not gonna be doing female voices very well in this. Cause I just suck. I just suck, okay? A shy, joyous smile that makes me so tense I couldn't move a single muscle, even if I tried. Whoa, the Doki Doki. My heart is pounding now, as if it were trying to burst out from my chest and claim this girl for itself. Oh, is this the Aliens movie now? He's got chest bursters? So, here we are out in this cold. Once again, the wind stirs out the branches. The cacophonous noise is music to my ears. Iwanako flinches ever so softly against the gust of wind. As it passes, she rights herself, as if supported by some new confidence. The confidence to wear a skirt and bare your legs in the cold. Girl, what the heck? People in the colder countries be built different. I can't do that. I don't even expose my legs that much in summer. Her eyes lock with mine, and she lazily twirls her long dark hair around her finger. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. Grows louder. Badonk. My throat is tight. I doubt I could even force a word out if I tried. You see, says Iwanko, I wanted to know if you'd go out with me. I stand there, motionless, safe for my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the. I think it's supposed to be cords, but I'm not gonna be. Feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point. Hisao? Says Iwanko, startled. I reach up to try to massage my throat, but this only sends spikes of blinding pain along my arms. Hisao? Says Iwanako. My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shoot open in terror. Wait, Choto, the alien's bursting from my heart. Hisao! The beating in my chest suddenly stops, and I go weak at the knees. The world around me, the canopy of bare branches, the dull winter sky, Iwanako running towards me, all these fade to black. The last things I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Iwanako screaming for help, and the innocent clatter of the branches above. Speed run to game over the visual novel, let's go! God, wait, this is so... Yeah, this brings back memories, my god. Katawa Shoujo, everybody! By 4... Clover Studio, yeah. Yeah, Mike and Nell like did these some of these animations. Yeah, it's if you guys like are interested in this game, you can research it up. It's literally a passion project from people who were brought over from like before those Reddit, like 4chan and like a whole bunch of anonymous people, and they just gathered together and they just made a visual novel together. Yeah, the FMB animations by Mike and Nels. Yeah, I think it's like when I heard about it, it was just like an amazing project. Like it kind of stemmed from like some drawings as well. Like the main artists, like they drew, I think Hanako might be the first one that he drew, and Emmy as well. Or but I can't remember the redhead girl's name. It's been 4 months since my heart attack. We'll meet them. We'll meet the girls later. But yeah, it kind of stemmed. This project kind of started out from those drawings, and like it gained interest, and like people thought like, oh, what is the stories of these girls? And it just came out of all these stories, and like, oh, why we made this kind of thing where we could like talk with them, and like, you know, yeah, this whole story like rotates around this concept. And it's just pure, you know. It's not like, yeah, it's this. Not to be confused with like, you know, like, oh, you like to see a girl, you'd like to do raunchy stuff to girls with disabilities. No, this is not a game about that. This is about the girls and their stories with their disabilities. And how you're involved in their life. In that whole time, I can probably count the times I've left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. 4 months is a pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts, so I've had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. I'm gonna mispronounce it. Arrhythmia. Did it? You got? I nailed it. Arrhythmia. Arrhythmia. Okay, no, I shouldn't be talking about like stuff like this. I'm sorry. A strange word, a foreign, alien one that you don't want to be in the same room with. Aw, poor Arrhythmia. No, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm not supposed to make jokes about it. Sorry. Sorry, what? Hey. A rare condition. It causes the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal. Yeah, that was really scary. And there was like a way in that forest of like desolate forest away from like the public, you know. I imagine like Iwanako had to like call for help, or like it's so scary to be like left there. Like how long was Hisao, like how long was I like left there like with like 0 heartbeat? It was kind of a miracle that I'm even still alive. Apparently I've had it for a long time. They said it was a miracle that I was able to go on so long without anything happening. Is that really a miracle? I guess it was supposed to make me feel better, more appreciative of my life. It really didn't do anything to cheer me up. My parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. They practically had 2 hemorrhages apiece. Oh god. I had already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them it was all fresh. They were even willing to sell our house in order to pay for a cure. Of course, there isn't a cure. Because of the late discovery of this condition, I've had to stay at the hospital to recuperate from the treatments. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. But the visitors soon dwindled, and all the get-well gifts began trickling down to nothing shortly after. I realized then that the only reason I had gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had been turned into a class project. Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had visitors. By the end of the first month, only my parents came by on a regular basis. Iwanako was the last to stop visiting. Well, she was actually the last to stop visiting. Damn. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyway. Man. We didn't touch the subject that was between us on that snowy day ever again. Ah, shucks, man. Really? Oh, that's... Oh, I just realized my head's blocking the bot. It's my big head. Hold on, give me a second. I gotta adjust myself a little bit. Okay, I think this should be good. Seems to be where the words kind of stop a little bit. Alright. Sorry, I just realized that my hair is blocking a bunch of stuff. Okay. Oh. It's gone. Hold on. Let's wait for it to boot back up. On OBS. Okay, it's fine now. Alright. Yeah, we didn't touch the subject that was between us on that snowy day ever again. The hospital? It's not really a place I'd like to live in. The doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they are in a hurry and they have a million other patients waiting for them, but it makes me feel uncomfortable. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything in a straightforward way, but told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries worked. So, I idly observed the scar that those surgeries had left on my chest slowly changes its appearance over time, thinking of it as some kind of an omen. I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he shuffles around the answer shows that there is at least some hope. At some point, I stopped watching TV. I don't know why, I just did. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. I started reading instead. There was a small library at the hospital, although it was more like a storeroom for books. I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more. I found that I liked reading, and I think I even became a bit addicted. I started feeling naked without a book in my hands. But I loved the stories. That was what my life was like. The days became increasingly harder to distinguish from each other, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. Felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mess I was trapped inside, instead of moving within. A week could go by without me really noticing it. Sometimes I'd pause in realization that I didn't know what day of the week it was. But other times, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my consciousness through the barrier of nonchalance I had set up for myself. The pages of my book would start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to put the book aside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry. But that happened only rarely, and I couldn't even cry. Today, the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited, but not very. It's like he's trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I've last seen them. Both of them are even sort of dressed up. Is this supposed to be some kind of special occasion? It's not a party. There is this ritual the head cardiologist has. He takes his time, sorting his papers, and setting them aside as if to make a point of the pointlessness of what he just did. Then, he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to mine. He looks me in the eyes for a moment. Hello, Isao. How are you today? I don't answer him, but I smile a little back at him. I believe that you can go home. Your heart is stronger now, and with some precautions, you should be fine. We have all your medications sorted out. I'll give your father the prescription. The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly. So many. I take it from his hand and took a look myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? The absurdly long list of medications staring back at me from the papers seem insurmountable. They all blend together in a sea of letters. This is insane. Side effects, adverse effects, contradictions, and dosages are listed line after line with cold precision. I try to read them, but it's so futile. I can't understand any of it. Attempting to only makes me feel sicker. All this for the rest of my life. Every day? I'm afraid that is the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that list fade over the years. Years. What kind of confidence booster is that? I'd have felt better if he hadn't said anything at all. Also, I've spoken with your parents and we believe that it would be best if you don't return to your old school. What? Please calm down, Hisao. Listen to what the doctor has to say. The way he says it tells me he knew full well that I wouldn't like it. Am I going to become homeschooled? Whatever of my concern shows, it's ignored. We all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to be without supervision. At least not until we're sure that your medication is suitable. So I've spoken to your parents about the transfer. It's a school called Yamaku Academy that Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students. Disabled? What? Am I? It has a 24-hour nursing staff and it's only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on the campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby. Independence? It's a school for disabled kids. Don't try to disguise that fact. If it was really that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff, and you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby a selling point. Of course, that's only if you want to go, but your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. We went out there and had a look a couple of weeks back. I think you'd like it. It looks like I really don't have a choice. Compared to other heart problems, the dad is like slightly lower than his son, and the doctor is like even lower. Compared to other heart problems, people of your condition usually tend to live long lives. You need a job. Compared to other heart problems, people of your condition usually tend to live long lives. You'll need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education. This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it goddamned opportunity. Well, you should be excited at the chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school, and while it's not the same one. A special school. That's an insult. That is what I want to say. It's a step down. It's not what you think. All of the students there are pretty active in their own sort of way. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn. But I need a different voice. But I'm gonna do something different. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just need a little help in one way or another. Your father's right. And many of the graduates of the school have gone on to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by a disability. Why are you laughing? Yeah, I need a character to do an accent or something. But I'm not gonna make the doctor sound like, your father's right, and many of the graduates of the school have gone to, I'm part of the Hardy Clinic. I'm Dr. What is his name? Hardy? Dr. Hardy. Your father's right, and many of the graduates of the school have gone on to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by the disability. One of my colleagues is in another hospital is a graduate. Wow. Well, I mean, he saw. I mean, I'm like, wow, but like he saw. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by the disability. That's what a disability is. I really hate that something so important was decided for me. But what can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now. It's funny. I had always thought my life was actually kind of boring. But now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell out something now. Something about how I can go back to school anyway. But no. I don't say anything. The fact is that I know now it's futile. I look around the room, feeling very tired of all this. The hospital, doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice. I know this, but the thought of going to a disabled school... What are those even like? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. That is all I can think of to get me through this. At least I still have something. Even if it's a special school, it's something. It's a fresh start. And my life isn't over. It would be a mistake to just resign myself to thinking that. At the very least, I'll try to see what my new life will look like.
How old is this kid?
High school.
That is a very like realistic presentation of it.
Yeah, Act 1 life expectancy. Yeah, like it's his Oh, that was the prologue. I guess I'm Act 1. Whoops. Alright, okay. I guess I don't know. I call this a prologue because like the game will basically play up to a point, and that is your choices will start to matter in like which route, which like girl you want, like which girl's route you'd want to go for, that sort of thing. Well, we'll have to play the game to know. To see if, how does Hisao have the woogly booglies with when his heart is doing the shingly binglies. Yeah. If I'm being stupid. Alright. Okay. The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. Actually, you know, when I'm guessing, I don't know, like when I'm reading out his thoughts, cause there's a lot more words that is like his thoughts rather than his dialogue, at least right now. So I just hope that when it comes to the dialogue, maybe it won't be confusing. I don't know. I mean, my voice will make it confusing because I'll make every character sound about the same. Because I suck. I can't do the female voices. If I do female voices, it's always gonna be the same. Oh, Hisao, your pants are down, or something like that. it's gonna like I don't know. Require assistance from the means. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Well, if I do require assistance from the means, then I'll have to Discord her, and then I'll have to like microgroup her. But that she might not be able to pay attention. I don't know. Kind of depends on which. There are some of the young ladies are yappers, and one of them is like not even a yapper, like not even she's mute.
Oh.
I was like, no, that's just like she's mute. Straight up, yep. I can't remember. No, I was like, can I remember if like she learned like sign language on that route? I'm not so sure. I can't remember much. I played this game like 10 years ago. Wow, it's just like your age attorney? Well, I was 8 years old when I only played this. Wait, what's that B sign on the gate? Is this the Bitcoin Kingdom or some shit? Oh no. Oh crap. Is this school funded by crypto? Oh shit. I wouldn't be able to say this shit in like 10 years ago. Cause 10 years ago that shit didn't exist. It's a better time. Okay, alright. Enough of that. The beginning of Act 1. Gate looked far too pompous for what it was. Okay, I was gonna be like, Hisao, what kind of school do you expect like this, like disabled kids to go to? Like, what do you? I don't know. I mean, he's young. He's understandably extremely angry at the life that he is in right now. Like, you know, being at this state like at such a young age, and like, you know, maybe he loved to play soccer back then, and now like he can't play soccer anymore, so he's just like, yeah, crap. Like if I like to play my games and there's like all of a sudden like, you know, some accident happens and I lose both my thumbs, then I'm like, there's a bunch of shit and I also just cannot like play my games, and I'm like, what can I do? God, losing your thumbs is extremely bad. Oh god. Okay, in fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one especially so. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and grey plaster assembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'll be intimidated by gates like this. I wondered if it looked like what a gate for a school would look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered it through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. I think this setting of this game takes place in Japan? I'm assuming?
Or at least the four China's idea of Japan.
The four China's ideas of Japan. Yeah, probably. Yeah, it has to be. I mean, Hisao, Iwanako, Doctor, those are the like some of the names that we got.
Doctor?
Yeah, Doctor. Yeah, like there's doctor in Japanese. This spells you. No way, I'm not gonna. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, but apparently I'm yapping so much here in front of the freaking gate. So I entered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. Oh boy, yeah, this image brings back memories for me. Good lord. So I walk towards the main building of Yamaku Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone, as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have. More like a park, with a clean walkway going past trees and the smell of fresh cut grass and all other park-like things. I've been to like a university, like I visited the university that my elder brother attended in like the Americas, and like it's something like this. Like it's like a park. It's like crazy. It's like this is a school. It's like a park, and then there's all these like red brick buildings and all that kind of thing. It looks pretty much like this, like really. And it's kind of schools where like, you know, the students would live there and stuff, you know, boarding school and all that. And we have those kind of universities here as well, I guess. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. It makes me shudder. I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopies. Too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's an uncanny valley. Even though I was told this is my new school, in the back of my head, it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of a school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kinda eerie. It makes me wish there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to something tangible instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension. The trees hum with the wind and the green hues flashing all around me catch my attention. It makes me think about hospitals again. How they say that the operating rooms are painted green because green is a calming color. I don't remember that.
Green is a color.
No, but like our surgery rooms like painted green. I've only
Maybe for kids.
for kids.
Kids, hospital rooms tend to
Oh damn. So I like surgeries like really dark anyway.
be because of that.
No. It's like it's dark letters. They have the light to literally shine in on your, to focus in on your thing. I don't know. So it doesn't create as many shadows or something. I don't know. I'm saying from shows and stuff.
Yeah, but that's not the hospital room that people stay in, dumbass.
No, he said operating rooms.
Okay.
He said operating rooms. So why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery? Only after I stand in front of the haughty main building, I surprise myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back. Even if I had no life I could return to. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous and with this realization set in my head, I opened the front door. A tall man with bad posture notices me as I enter. Hey, it's me! I mean, my bad posture is bad because my shoulder, my scapula it's aching. My muscles, my back muscles, I think I might have done something bad. My back muscles are really bad right now. Okay, tall man with bad posture notices me as I enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. Oh god. Oh, I forgot it looked like this, tall man. I mean, I forgot your name, but... Tall man. Why don't I just give him Gumshoe's voice? He's like more accurate Gumshoe. Like, this is how he's actually supposed to look like after eating so many cup noodles. Like, he looks like a noodle. A dried cup noodle. You must be Niki? Nakai. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Hisao Nakai? So you are. Excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Muto. Not to be confused with Manto, don't call me Manto. Muto. Muto like that. Wasn't there a kaiju called the Muto? Was that from the Godzilla American film? That probably was. That probably was the other kaiju, the Muto. My name is Muto, as in like Woodhead.
Oh my god, you make me
I'm making fun of my homeroom teacher already. Well, welcome. We exchange a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy, and he looks at his watch. The head nurse asked you for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now. Oh, should I go later? Yes, afternoon is probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already. Waiting for me? I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow, not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost miss what the teacher is saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? A choice, our first choice, guys. Why? And yeah, of course. Do I want to be an ass and say why to Mr. Woodhead over here? Or do I want to be compliant and say like, yeah, of course. Well, maybe I'll let the teacher do the talking, because I mean, maybe I don't want to sound like like a truant child, but I was thinking like, oh man, I kind of want to take it a little bit easier, so I don't really want to screw up my first impression of everyone. Like, well, how about you screw up my first impression of everyone to everyone? Okay, why? Why? Do I have to? Of course not. That's why I asked. Right. Right. Let's go then. My heart is pounding in my chest and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third door down the third floor corridor is marked as classroom for class 3-3. Why was that so loud? Oh, the sound effects like killed me. Actually, I didn't check. Audio should be fine. I'm pretty sure the audio should be fine. It doesn't sound very loud on my side, but yeah. Muto opens the door and enters. Oh god, that painting brings back memories as well. Also, it's very weird, ugly painting. I'm sorry. I mean, it's artistic. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Ah, get a grip. This is a big step. I know that. But there isn't any point to worrying so much about it. At least not this soon. There they is. Them some of them. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around, partially so I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmates. Actually, you know, it's kind of well enough that, like, you know, they have it such that, like, who do you think is the girl here? Like, any of the
gray hair one in the middle.
He has his eyes closed. I can date him. Clearly. Yeah, like who, like, it's not very clear, like, who is the, like, you know, the standout protagonist over here and stuff.
Obviously,
you know?
the one
The Chuni eye?
Yeah, like she's covering one eye.
The eye. No. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around, partially so I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmates. Looks like some of them avoiding my gaze anyway. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high and there's lots of space left over around and in between the desks.
Okay.
No.
Yes, that's why it's called Katawa Shoujo.
Is there a visual novel where you can be bi? Wait, could you?
I mean, not really.
Not really, right?
You still have to choose one person. They're not gonna let you date two people at the same time, but
No, yeah,
if
but
you're bi-led. Right.
wait, was it? No, like, yeah, you could. Wait,
Yeah, you could.
you.
Yeah, you could. There were gay options.
Yeah, there were gay options in Fire Emblem Three Houses, right?
Yeah.
Whomst?
They
The green hair. Oh, Edoga was one.
don't-
Green hair boy, Dorotheos?
You could date. You could get with Dorothea as well.
Okay, but what about the men's? There's that green hair guy. I can't remember his name. Book boy. Ignaz? Wait, no, wait. Say his name. Laurentine.
Oh, Linhart, yeah.
Linhart, yeah, Linhart. Yeah. You could, Linhart was on one option. Is there another one? I feel like I don't think like all the houses had, you know, had like availability, like, you know, like people who were like
Linhart was the only one.
Linhart's the only one, right? Yeah, I think so.
Like,
Oh.
he's only available in yours. Yuri is also another one. Same as Yuri, but he does, yeah.
Who's your
The fourth house.
Oh, the four house leader. Right. Yeah, I guess, yeah. I mean, Yuri on Ice, Yaoi on Ice. That's the true title.
You come here? Yeah.
An entire wall taken up by blackboards and the high, old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The students' desks are standard wooden desks. I hate the word desks. It's always like desks, but I'll always pronounce it decks. Wooden decks with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. I start walking in front of the classroom and face the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other school. But then, why would they be here? Why would they be here? They're probably like me and have something wrong with them. Only it's just not immediately obvious. Then I noticed that one of the girls seemed to be missing the thumb of her right hand. It's a little jarring. The thumb! It's a thumb disability! Oh no. Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, Edgeworth!
Oh.
What are you there? Edgeworth! What are you... clearly there was some creative liberties when drawing the students in this classroom. Edgeworth, what are you doing in here? Have I? No, wait, that's only investigations, is it? Oh, there's Edgeworth with glasses? I didn't know. Okay, I'll see eventually. Yeah, alright. Okay, despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. See, this is a good thing. The teacher can do all the trouble of introducing me and I'll just worry about looking at people. I notice a flash of dark hair and see that someone is looking at me. A girl with really long, straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hands as if it will make her invisible. Oh,
the Chuny girl.
The Chuny girl. There's one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions. Sign language? Look, man, he's young. He lacks some crucial information. I don't know. She peers. She sure is gonna learn today. He's in school. She peers at me over the rims of her glasses, then goes back to whatever she's doing. She's kind of cute. So's a cheery-looking girl with pink hair sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her the moment I walked in. Yeah, like the only one of the anime hair.
The camera didn't go there.
Yeah. And please welcome our newest classmate. He claps his hand and so does everyone else, except one girl in the first row who has only one hand. I cringe a little, but hide it by bowing in thanks for the applause I did not deserve. After the applause, there's a brief silence that nobody seems to want to be responsible for breaking. Oh god. The teacher soon realizes that he should probably say something. He opens up with some unintelligible noise like I guess, shuts up and he loses his momentum. And then starts introducing me. Again? Oh, okay. Nobody seems to be too interested. Huh. Maybe I should have just said yes to the self-introduction thing. Maybe this changes. Actually, I don't know if this changes, but I'm probably not gonna play through this part again anyway. Probably realizing he doesn't know anything about me, he just ends up saying my name wrong again. Nikki? Nakai? Nuki? And asks me to write it on the blackboard. I do that and turn back to face the class, feeling awkward. I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along while letting my gaze sweep across the classroom. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first row girl claps on this round, with her one hand against her other wrist that ends in a bandaged stump. I think the wrist, like, it ends, yeah, the wrist, but I don't know. Yeah, it makes me feel a little bad. We're gonna be doing some group work today, so they'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you? God, I hate group work. I hate group work and school sucks. Yeah, it's fine with me. That's good. You can work with Hakamichi. Michi? Is that me? Hakamichi? I fuse with Banzoi Hakamichi. Is a surname like Banzoi Odai or something? Hakamichi Banzoda? Banzodai. She's the class representative. I forgot her name was that. She can explain anything you might want to know, and who else would be able to do that better, right? How could I know? The teacher passes out the day's assignments and announces that we'll be working in groups of 3. It hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow. The teacher seems to catch my helpless expression. Alright, Hakamichi's right there. Shizune Hakamichi, sorry. As he calls out her name, the cute, bubbly-looking girl with bright pink hair and gold eyes, yeah, those are kind of gold eyes, I guess, waves her hand at me. I take a seat next to her, by the window. Ah, the protagonist seat. The protagonist seat, there we go, at the window. Yeah, right next to the protagonist girl, the pink hair, the anime hair. Look. Cute, bubbly looking. Ah! Oh, my back muscle. Oh, I strained a little bit. By the way, I also really like their school outfits. I think they're really nice. They're really cute also, and they have like nice green skirts. I wouldn't say I'm disabled, but like I don't know. I hope this doesn't get any worse, or else I might end up going to school like this. Oh god. It hurts. It hurts. My back muscle. I don't know. Hey, I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. What? I'm caught off guard by her laughter. It's nice to meet you too, but... He crossed out the name. I'm not Hakamichi, I'm Misha!
Wait, you're what?
My warrior of light! I forgot her name was Misha! Okay, alright, so it's wait, so it's Michi and Misha. What the fuck? I can't believe it. Sorry, but yes. Misha is the name of my warrior of light from FF14, so it's really funny. I'm not Hakamichi, I'm Misha. This is Hakamichi Shi-chan. It's you. No, it's me. It's Hakamichi.
Yeah.
Oh, this music. I love listening to the soundtrack like back then, so I really love the soundtrack in this game. What was I gonna say? I only just realized this really recently, like just like maybe a few minutes ago or something, like before I started the stream, but like I was like, I remember her name was Shizu something. I was like, is it Shizuka? Maybe Shizune? But I'm like, okay, so she's called Shizune. But isn't like she... Like... No, I was like, thinking like, isn't Shizukani like silence or something? Maybe that was a like...
Shizuka is just...
But she's a Shizune.
No, Shizune just means... I mean, the ne is like in, like in ready. Shizune is just common name.
Yeah. Okay. What? No, I'm not being late. I'm just like thinking like, oh, was this their like naming like ideas for like the 4chan people? I don't know. I don't know what went on in the details of their discussions and stuff. Giggling, Misha points to the girl next to her, the one I saw using sign language before. It looks like she has been staring at me this whole time. She nods once nonchalantly to show that she acknowledges my presence, but only barely. She has short yet carefully, neatly brushed hair, a pair of oval-shaped glasses balanced on the tip of a dainty nose. A dainty nose! You can barely see it at all. And dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. Right. Yeah, I mean, when I'm not voicing her, then you will have. She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Hakamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I start to wonder if the teacher was messing with me, saying things like, "You'll be able to talk to people," and "Who better to explain things to you?" And Misha says, "I can see you're a little confused, right? Right? But I understand why you would think I was Shi-chan. Shi-chan is deaf, so I'm the..." Okay, wait, she's not... Wait, no, as in... mute is not the same as deaf.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, right, she's deaf, not mute. Right, wait. Oh, right, okay, so she really... Okay, like, yeah, she can't hear, right.
It's not like it makes sounds.
Yeah. It's difficult for them to vocalize because like they don't they can't hear anything. Yeah. So Shi-chan is deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her. I'm like an interpreter. She says it's nice to meet you too. I mean, I can't really give. I'm not really gonna do any voice or Chizune, I suppose. It's yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's mostly Misha doing the talking for her. Perfect game for what? For me, what? Hakamichi, Misha. I completely forgot. You're the new student, aren't you? Well, yeah, Misha, I was introduced like literally like a few seconds ago. What? You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shi-chan, of course. Wait. Oh, okay, this is why this sentence felt a bit weird. Okay, like she's translating from like Shizune. You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shi-chan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he would have been standing up there for no reason, right? Right? Yeah, okay, so I mean, she's deaf, so... And it wasn't like Muto was talking in sign language, so like, she basically couldn't really understand that was happening. She has no idea why I was even standing in front of the class. So, yeah, understandable. It's really understandable. Misha looks at me with a weird expression, then continues. We don't know much about him, but maybe we'll find out later. Maybe I should have introduced myself after all. Anything would have given a better first impression than the teacher's drone and fumbling with my name. We knew that I was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you would be here today. So soon. He-chan, right? He-chan? Yep, it fits, doesn't it? Okay, everything's just like double C-chan. Did I say it out loud? It's just a surprise. I've never liked that nickname. I don't really see how. It fits. You look just like I imagined. Him. Yeah, you look just like a He-chan. I wonder why everyone seems to think so. Hakamichi taps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly, their hands a blur.
They're doing the Naruto headset.
Oh, snap. They're attacking. Oh. Misha seems a little overwhelmed. Guess Shizune is really excited. Sorry about that. Shi-chan wants to know that Shi-chan wants you to know that she's a class rep. So if there's anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her. Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you haven't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it. Misha stumbles with the hard word a bit, making it stick out in her otherwise fluid translation. Thanks, that would be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just kind of came straight to class today. That's no good. You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you're going before you go there. Not just to school either. Always, even if it's a trip to the convenience store. Really, Shishan? Not about where you're going. I guess I didn't bother to do that, or just didn't care enough to do so. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to go along with it half-assedly, but anyway. I don't say anything, and Misha signs something that ends in a shrug. What was that? It seems like it was about me. I feel like slumping over in my seat. Both of them are smiling, but a shrug hit me unexpectedly deeply. You look down. Are you okay? Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate it when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed the test. Oh, alright. And another thing, you don't have to call Shi-chan something so formal like Hakamichi or class rep all the time. Just call her Shi-chan. Okay, maybe that's too casual. Maybe Shizune would be more appropriate? Damn. First name, Beist. That's like first base in Japan, right? First name basis. Every time it's like, first name basis like, whoa! Yeah, my name's Odai. You guys don't get to call me Michi. Remember the Odai. Somebody thought of Obi-Wan Kenobi when I said that. Odai. Okay, I'm giving up. Yep, Shizune is fine. Okay, that would be a lot easier for me. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly, so I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier. Especially about Shizune, who I assumed would be all business. Well, she still seems like that. Just less so, I guess. Yeah. Huh? Oh right, we haven't even touched the assignment. We should start work now, or Shishan will get mad. The assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now if we want to finish it before the end of class. That too. I forgot what did Muto say? Was he doing science? He said he was a homeroom teacher. I don't know. I can't remember if he was a science teacher as well. Yeah, he's a teacher. He's doing the pouty face. Shizune's doing pouty face. Shizune glares at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get a message. After class, we can take a walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day today, okay? The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of being both difficult and unnecessarily long. Transition. Still, we finished it a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class, despite our late start. Shizune and Misha are really capable. They're quite different though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish.
Just like Misha.
I think my wall is like, I would say she's actually calm and professional rather than playful and girlish.
Doing bathing under that waterfall.
Okay, I mean, I guess that's a new lease on life. I don't know, but perhaps playful and girlish. Okay. Class rep is calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish. Not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about it. I mean, you just came into school. You guys, you're just like, oh, the second you just come in, hey, here's some algebra. I don't need to teach you about that. Just do the assignment. I'm like, ow. The clock tower bells ring, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby where I met Muto, down to the bottom floor. Just like everything in this school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. I mean, I kind of get now like why it might be said too spacious, because like, you know, maybe that, and also because like the students would need space to move around if they like depend on disabilities, you know, if they have crutches or like they have to push a wheelchair through, that kind of thing. Yeah. Just like everything in this school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Its big windows open to the courtyard toward the main gate. Its big windows open to the courtyard towards the main gate. It's the cafeteria! Yo! Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare. I guess I'll just add that yo was canon. She went yo! Yo, the cafeteria shit! But Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There's a rather long list of menu options, which seems great until I realize that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets. How nice. It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. I mean, I heard hospital food tastes good though. Yeah, I can't remember hospital food. I mean, I don't remember when I've last eaten hospital food, honestly, so... yeah. The ice cream, you had good ice cream? Means remembers the hospital, like, sorry, she remembers eating good ice cream in the hospital, but she's saying like it's probably good because she was like blind that time. She had to go through some really intense stuff. Yeah. Okay. I pick something at random and follow Shizune to a table, sitting opposite of her. As I nibble in vehicles outside being so noisy. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. I don't understand signs, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at a person who talks to you is proper and polite? Hey, do you want to know something? What? About anything. We're your guys, so you should ask if there's something. I wonder. Ooh, 3 stuff to ask. I don't know if I get to ask all about this. Perhaps I do. I can't ask about Shizune's deafness, I suppose. Shizune intrigues me, and I kind of want to ask something about her. But I can't really ask about something that personal, can I? Yeah, like, right off the bat, I mean... I don't know, like, that's the kind of like the... You know... Even I feel awkward like asking about this kind of stuff. Sometimes I just wouldn't really even ask them. I'll just treat them, you know, just as per normal, you know. I won't really encroach the subject, because sometimes it's just sensitive, you know. I can't come up with anything else to ask, so I just focus on my food while the girls talk between themselves. Damn, Hisao, damn. Useless. Misha and Shizune sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they're talking about secret girl stuff or something. Girl stuff. I quickly notice the conversation and sign is not enough to fill a silence. We arrived in the classroom early, but we're not the first. Oh. The dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over her desk in the last row. Oh. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. He shrinks deeper into a seat. I can feel the tension all the way from here, as if she was slowly turning into a stone just from our presence. Misha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind it, as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. Oh, but she's gone. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with other students, and finally, the teacher. Getting to the rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Yeah. Towards the end of the class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. Oh boy. God, in school I just like, just stare at the clock and I was just like, oh boy, when is it gonna end? I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Maybe it's the long time spent in the hospital that made me like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. Beside me, Misha and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, Hee-chan. We've got to hurry already, since there's a lot of work for us to do. You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it. Ah, wait. The teacher said I'd have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? Huh, is that so? We can at least show you that much. Come on, the nurses have their own building, so we have to go outside. Oh, so we have to go outside. Come on. We join the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. What time is it? It's gonna hurt my neck if I look down like this. 10:51. Okay. I have to rotate my entire torso. God, it's bad. I don't know what's up. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually a part of the main building. This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamaku Foundation office and all the nurses' offices. They even have a swimming pool. How is that official? Don't be silly, Hee-chan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Anyway, all the nursing staff's facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? Okay, maybe I need to do more accent for her stuff. Cause like she does like have this squiggle line. I don't know what it's called. Like at the end of the sentences and stuff sometimes. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow. Yeah, I can probably say it like that. Yeah, thanks. Bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education? I guess it's necessary for a place like this. I walk in, hoping that this really will be only a quick visit like the teacher said. On a white door on the left is a green cross with the text, Head Nurse, and a nameplate. A voice from the inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large and it smells strange. Friendly looking man turns around on his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils and there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk. Hello there. What can I do for you today? How should I name? How should I? Oh, hello there. What can I do for you today? Just make him Canadian, I don't know. He's young looking and sort of rugged, but the dimples on his cheeks wash that impression away when he smiles. Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who has heard this very same question hundreds of times. Why, yes I am. It says on the door, no? You can call me by my name or just the nurse like everyone else. Of course, I shake off my confusion, realizing I probably should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right, I'm a new student and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. His eyes light up with revelation and he snaps his fingers. Oh, you're that, Nakai. I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? He gestures me to sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yes. Good. Well, You've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities here, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there is a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. His joke feels so out of place that I'm left thinking why he even said that. Yeah, just that it's really weird to have so many medical people at the school. You'll get used to it. I'm not sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Now, let me find your file again. I don't know how I'm doing this accent. I don't really know how to do Canadian accents. I probably don't sound Canadian anyway. While he searches for something from his computer and shuffles stacks of papers around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls and ceilings, dark grey laminate flooring, and all the equipment you'd expect from a school nurse's office. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging from on all four walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day from all the food groups. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So you already have medication for the arrhythmia? Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening or it won't be of much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing? He grins to his own joke, but I don't. I mean, I guess he's just, you know, he's like seen everyone. He's just kind of like, you know, living out the mood, just like kind of like, you know, don't really, maybe you can like find some other way to like look at a different perspective on like your disabilities and stuff, you know, and like, you know, other ways for like talking points and stuff. Well, I joked about this, but I guess he does play soccer. Well, I play soccer occasionally with some classmates. Alright, I'm afraid I'm going to have to recommend you to refrain from doing that, at least for the time being. Oh, my lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really, I'm not too bothered by him for forbidding me to kick a ball around. I guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport. Just have something to do. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There is no mention of the cause in your papers. Yeah, I mean, I wonder how anyone would even write that, honestly. Yeah, like, I guess just that's probably like a very medical way to say like, oh, heart was overworking at that point or something. I don't know. Yeah. Not exactly. I sidestep the question acceptably, and he glances at me over his papers with a more serious expression on his face. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise will do you good. We have physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks or even light jogging. Jumping rope, that sort of thing. Swimming, maybe? There's a pool here. So I was told. You were? We're very good. At any rate, I'm sure you've been told about this before. You just need to take care not to overexert yourself. He wags his finger to emphasize the point. No need really. I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely. I don't know what. Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Okay. He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk. Obviously, content. Good. Good. That's it then. Come meet me if you ever need something. I just made my mouth like really small. I just like that. That's the kind of voice I was getting. That's it. That's not Canadian. I was just doing a stupid voice. I don't know. I'm not sure that before I even realize it. A quick visit indeed. Like, I know one character that will have a stupid voice, and so I'm saving a really, I don't know, a funny voice for that, I guess. But also I don't know how funny I don't want to strain myself because the guy is 100% yapper. He is the yappiest of anyone in this damn like game. I'm not sure out before I even realize it. A quick visit indeed. I end up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building. Although to my eyes, they still look one and the same. It's the first real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gates or the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they're going. And I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school. Then again, neither do I. Yeah. Does it make me one of them? Like, you can't really guess Hisao's like disability just from like looking at him. And like some people are like that, so you know. Does it make me one of them? One of us? I should go somewhere too to prevent me from getting lost. Like the toilet. Give me a second, I'm just gonna drink some water. And then I'm gonna go to the toilet. I'm gonna mute myself for a bit. Be right back. Yeah, I'll tap back to... Wait, no. Okay. Is it back? Let me see. It's a bit weird switching from OBS and to Katawa Shoujo. Okay, yeah, now it's back. Alright, okay. Okay. Let's continue forth. I should go somewhere too to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. It's dinner time already? Damn. Sheesh. The wariness in me only grows as I trudge towards the dorms. It's a little way apart from the main building complex. There's a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms. Shrubbery, flowers, and that overbearing smell of fresh cut grass that fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside at all for so long. The dorm building is big and made of red brick. Like the others, it feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward, going inside. It takes more time than necessary to fish out the key I was given from my pocket. Room 119. Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like in the main building, the halls and doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. The same goes for the elevators at the ends of the hallways. I poke my head around the corner of the common room door. Inside, a few students are watching the television. One nods and gives a quick hello before turning back to the TV. Seems that only the girls around here are sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. Damn. I climb the stairs to the upper floor. Here, small corridors branch off from the main hallway. Each of these minor halls seem to have a toilet and a shower as well as 4 rooms. About halfway down the hall, I spy room 119. The nameplates on the rooms adjacent to mine are blank. I guess there are just 2 of us here. Huh. Light shines from below the door of room 117, so I knock lightly. Room 117, Sierra 117, John Halo Master Chief. Well, this guy is anything but John Halo Master Chief. If I remember, I mean it should be him. Hello, is anyone home? From inside, I hear a few movements. Then the clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. After a moment, the door squeaks open. And here he is. The boy wonder genius, the guy who, yeah, what's his freaking title? The boy who lived. The boy who lived, everyone. After... Yeah, I'm not gonna make fun of that. Yes, the boy who lived. A bespectacled boy is standing in the doorway. He's looking at me very intently through his extremely thick eyeglasses. Okay, what voice should I give him? This is his theme. This is just theme of... God, I forgot his name. I thought I would remember his name. It is not Harry. It is neither is it John. Who is it? Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was? He leans closer to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. Hisao Nakai. I'm Nakai. I'm moving into the next room. I thought I should introduce my... His face suddenly brightens in realization, and he stands back upright, thrusting his hand out in a smiling greeting almost straight to my... diaphragm. What voice do I give him? Because I also don't... He yaps a lot. He's 100% yapper, and like I don't really want to strain myself too much. Oh, sup, dude? Oh, sup, dude? Wait. Oh, sup, dude? The name's Kenji. Nah, sounds a bit too cute for him. Oh, sup, dude? No, that will strain myself. Okay, just to make his... Because he's gonna yab a lot, I'm gonna make his sections more funny with this shit. Oh, sup, dude? The name's Kenji. Hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it, still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome. There were some suspicious looking people going in and out of the room earlier. It was probably my parents. Your parents? You sure? Because it could have been some other people too. You can't judge a book by its cover. His out-of-place proverb is left hanging between us awkwardly as I try to think of some way to respond. I see the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures. You're a brave man, Hisao. Me? Me? Wait, what voice did I give him already? Me? I don't think I could trust chances. The only one I trust is myself. Does it mean I shouldn't get to know you either? He thinks about this for a while. A wise decision. Damn, you're smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? I hope not smart. He squints his eyes and leans closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it. Never mind, it doesn't matter. With that, he turns, fumbles around for a moment in search of the door handle, and shuts the door behind him. Well, okay, I slide the key into the lock of the door marked 119. Bleak, beige walls, white linen, a desk made of some type of light wood, ugly curtains. Ugh, it's no one's room. Impersonal. Like my hospital room was. My bags are sitting at the foot of the bed. At the foot of my bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet is sitting open, stocked with my clothes. Also, it seems there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. His parents are so nice. They just brought his stuff in and just like set up his stuff like that. Where? A note is pinned on to the sleeve of one of the shirts. Oh wait, mom and dad called me Hichan as well. Oh.
I think that was implied.
Oh, I guess Hick-chan, more like. Hi He-chan, we've unpacked your things and made your bed. They said that if these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mama, and Papa, Dada. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. I kind of hoped I would have, then there would be something to do. It's still too early. I put the note down on the desktop and lie down on the bed, feeling drained. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me, darn it. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. The restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Just go to the library, bro. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming in for the entire day to day two. I still am, I think. Damn, I have to distract myself somehow so I won't be this unnatural all the time. Tomorrow, I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, you do that, Hisao. But for now, the bottles of medications neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye. Like, my grandpa had like a ton of medication. This guy gets it like before he turns 20. Like, man, like I looked at my grandfather's like medicine stuff and I'm like, that's so many medicine stuff to eat. That's crazy. And I'm like, yeah, it sucks. I pick up one and shake it just to hear the contents rattle inside, and then read the glued on pharmacy label. Hisao Nakai, 2 tablets daily to stay alive. Wow. Do they write that medically?
Someone's fucking bed.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's someone's fucking bed, alright. Yeah, I mean,
They just took a photo of their bed.
yeah, I mean, I'm not putting it past them that they literally went to a university that they've been to and like, you know,
No, that
like.
just looks like their bed. Like, you know.
Well, I mean,
like Ama's bed.
I guess it just kind of looks also like a just university dorm. Like the places that they've been to is just like very.
Funny as bed sheets they have in those dorms.
Hey, it's psychedelic. All right, I don't know. Hisao Nakai, 2 tablets daily to stay alive. To stay alive, that's like that's crazy. That's crazy. It's just said that. It doesn't really say that, but it could just as well. Oh, come. Okay, all right. Okay, he's actually hallucinating, I guess.
Nihilistic.
Yeah, he's nihilistic. Yeah, it could just as well. It's kind of twisted having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have? With a sigh, I begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosages. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain, and after that, I keep staring at a blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls and long shadows draw across my room like fingers. The sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm and nest-like against the chill that passes for room temperature here. Soon the lighter shade of darkness that is the ceiling looks like every ceiling does at night, and it becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. The night beckons me to sleep, and I feel the coldness of familiarity and fear creeping up my spine once again. I keep drifting further away from the world I knew. Oh, my back hurts. Oh, I wake up in a strange room. Solid morning light shimmers against the light gray ceiling. I'd forgotten to draw the curtains closed last night. Huh? This is my room, isn't it? My room. This is the third room this year that I'm supposed to call mine. Various things around here remind me that indeed it's me who is supposed to be the one living here. My bags on the floor. My new school books on the desk. My numerous medications on the night table. I stare at the bottles for a moment, deliberating, until I open a bottle, shake out a pill, and pop out a tablet from a fall sheet. I down them with a chaser of water without thinking about the chemistry. My uniforms are in the closet. I slink out from under the sheets and stretch my back before dressing up, which is something I should probably do more often. It's just stretch. Just stretch, you know? Maybe stretching will do my back wonders. Putting on a new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. I don't miss the feel of school uniforms. What? Yeah, we do. Yeah, just school uniforms. They just feel there. Like, what are these? These are clothes. The artificial smell of generic detergent invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh cloth against my back is a good one. A natural one. It feels like a school uniform, as it should. It's not much different from what I used to wear before. That goes for other things too. So far, this place seems more or less like a normal school. Except for the people. I think back to my talk with Kenji yesterday, Misha's constant laughter, and Shizune's sweeping sign language gestures. Well, I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure others are. Or perhaps people like them are what passes for normal around here? Yeah, what does pass for normal around here? What do people do? I didn't see a lot of kids hanging around after classes yesterday, so maybe there are clubs. If so, I wonder if I should join one. All through class, the question remains in my head, in my mind, so I decide to ask Shizune about it when we split the groups. After all, she did say if I had anything I wanted to know, I should ask her. She crosses her arms and shifts her gaze slowly to Misha, who looks more preoccupied with trying to grind the eraser of her pencil down so that the top is perfect and evenly flat. Curl. Sorry, Shi-chan. Is there something you wanted from me? Oh, I see. That's a good question, Hee-chan. My first thought is that she means she doesn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, Misha, please don't prove me right. Oh, that's right. Everyone is encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do so because there isn't really anything else to do. There are also school events like the festival coming up in a few days. Almost every student in the school tends to help out with it, doing whatever. So, you actually transferred at a busy time. Maybe you can help out too. Sure. What's the festival about? Misha freezes. I don't know, Hee-chan. The truth is, it's a local event and I'm not from this area, so... yeah. She starts signing desperately to Shizune, asking her to bail her out. Shizune adjusts her glasses at the end of an oddly grandiose flourish and starts signing hard and heavy. Huh? Oh. Who cares? What? Misha puffs out her chest as she shouts Shizune's words out at me with a disproportionate amount of pride. Who cares? Too loud. I can see heads turning to look in our direction. Not so loud. Are we in the middle of a lesson? Huh. Human beings evolve with each new generation. The ideals and beliefs behind the festival will inevitably change with time. Now, it's about delicious fried food and amusing little games that you play to win prizes. The teacher clears his throat very loudly, batting his long wooden pointer against his other palm like a baton. He shoots a pointed gaze at us. Oh, finally noticing where we are, Misha stifles a yelp and quickly quiets down. Shizune doesn't seem embarrassed at all though, brushing it off without care. Damn, Shizune is a rebel. A rebel class representative, I mean. We are in the middle of class and should start working. That's right, Hee-chan. What? That's right. Hee-chan, are you asking because you're interested in joining a club? It could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw a suspicious glance exchange between them. Misha's tone has also changed, although it does that every other word anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Misha and Shizune look at each other again. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark flutters in my peripheral vision, catching my attention. What is it? Out of the corner of my eye, I see the girl with long dark hair get up from a desk and slip silently towards the door. What? During lesson? During lesson? What? It doesn't seem like she was working in any group and no one seems to notice her but me. Huh. I glance at the teacher who's also looking at the dark-haired girl go, oh. Why doesn't he say anything? Huh. Hee-chan? Is something wrong? Do I look as uneasy as I feel? Or was Misha just looking at me after the girl who left? No, nothing. What? Okay. Well, like we were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you? I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. That's what I thought, but, well, not really, I say. Do you want to have lunch together then? Sure. Yay! Okay, Hee-chan, perfect! The rest of class... Oops. Sorry, I do not have like a... I don't have like a sort of like mic guard in front of me, so like a little stuff came out. The rest of class passes uneventfully. The girl with long hair never came back. Before I have the time to put any more thought into where she could have gone, the teacher informs us that it's time to stop working. Stop! It's not a stop! Shizune looks more than a little annoyed that we only just barely managed to finish all our work on time. I'm just glad we finished it at all. It's not a contest or anything. Yes it is, Hee-chan. Wait, did I think that out loud? Impossible. Really? Really? I've noticed this before, but it's kind of funny how Misha is always moving her hands and signing not only everything she says, but what anyone else is saying at any given time. Obviously, it must be so Shizune can understand it. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's hands and me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm talking to Misha, but that might be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizune. I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing, but really... It's a little difficulty, I guess. Shizune can't hear me, but it would be disrespectful to talk to her only through Misha. Then again, isn't that what she's doing? No, she's at least looking at me. This is all very confusing and will take some time to get used to. Yeah. It's not a contest because contests are It's not a contest because contests are competitions over a prize. If there's no prize on the line, it's not really a contest. So that's his interrogative. Shizune's eyes flash dangerously with a competitive glare. She stares at me as if surprised that I'm challenging her. I think maybe this is a contest to her. I never noticed before how dark and blue her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze. Are you sure, Hee-chan? Very sure. You're wrong, Hee-chan, because I don't want to be the slowest one in the class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence in my abilities, and the prize is the satisfaction of proving them. Shizune pushes the glasses up the bridge of her nose in a very matter-of-fact way. Yeah, I guess she's a prideful student, alright. I'll argue more, but the bell rings and she quickly gets up and picks up her bag, looking at me expectantly. Oh, I had almost forgotten that I was supposed to have lunch with them. What do you want to eat? The cafeteria? I mean, is there any other place? That's so plain. Okay, let's go. Plain? Well, I guess. At my old school, I like to eat outside near the back of the building. It was a good spot, but I didn't find it until near the end of my freshman year. I wonder if there's a similar place to eat here. Misha seems to imply as much. Rooftop, rooftop. Shizune and Misha pull me towards the cafeteria, which is surprisingly not packed. Maybe some students favor eating in classrooms or outdoors. I saw some of my classmates had boxed lunches. After we finish eating, Misha picks up where we left off earlier. So, Hee-chan, you wanted to know about clubs and stuff, right? Right? Right, Hee-chan. Okay, I guess it makes sense to ask first. Exchanging little nods of confirmation, they turn to face me again, and Misha straightens up her posture as if she's about to deliver a speech. Hee-chan, do you have anything you're really interested in? I used to play soccer, but I'm not really into it. I don't follow the teams and players or anything like that. As of late, I usually just read a lot. There is a book club, right, Hee-chan? Right. But it seems like they have all the members they can possibly have right now. Sorry, Hee-chan, it's a really popular club. Okay, but more to the point, Hee-chan, does this mean that you don't have anything already in mind? Not really. Good. Great. That's great, Hee-chan. Really great. Oh my god, she's evil. Well, why is it so great? I'm scared. No reason. Girl. Well, Hee-chan, other than clubs and the upcoming festival, there is one other thing. Student council! Oh no! I see. I didn't know this school had a student council. That was a very melodramatic setup though, just to tell me that. I'm pretty sure the two of them know this because Shizune looks a little embarrassed about it, and Misha's laughing. Shizune quickly retakes control of the discussion in a matter of speaking. After all, it's still Misha who has to voice whatever she says. Right. Hee-chan, maybe you should join the student council. They could use more people. Yes, definitely. You should definitely join. Why? Well, for one, we could hang out every day, Hee-chan. Shi-chan and I are both in the student council. Actually, Shi-chan is the president. I'm starting to get the suspicion that Shizune and Misha might not exactly be the most unbiased people to talk about this with. As if reading my mind, Shizune quickly adjusts the glasses and signs something to Misha. Oh, quick, gotta get him in. Ooh. Of course, we're not trying to get you to join just because we would obviously benefit from you joining the student council and therefore have an incentive to try and get you to. So you're admitting that... No, we admit nothing. I mean, Hee-chan, of course it would be nice if you joined and we'd appreciate it. But even without all that, joining the student council shows a healthy interest in the workings of one's school. Yep, it's true, Hee-chan. Besides, don't you want to spend time with us after school, Hee-chan? Hee-chan? I can't tell if she's being genuine or if this is just really good acting. Both of them seem to be trying really hard to look at cutest, although they are already pretty cute to begin with. Well, it's a young man, young boy, with some young ladies. Young man has priorities. Yeah, that was rough. That was really rough. Well... So it's settled then. Welcome to the student council, Hee-chan. What? No. Oh, see, Hee-chan. Of course it wouldn't go so easily. Yep, that's right though. It would be boring if it went that smoothly. Oh well. Hee-chan owes me a candy now. You're betting on it? Hey, my life is not game here. Shizune seems very intrigued by this when Misha signs it to her. The aggressive glint returns to her eyes. She's competitive. She fishing for me? What the heck? Come on, girl, I ain't no fish. That's interesting, Hee-chan. Let's play a game. That's not what I said. How about rich man, poor man, Hee-chan? If you lose, you have to join the student council. What kind of game is this? Is this game by the French or something? Rich man, poor man? What? What is this? What kind of... I forget everything. What is this shit? What? If you lose, you have to join the student council. No, absolutely not. Aw, why not? Well, because you two both have the same incentive and therefore the same goal, which is to get me to join the student council, right? Yep. Yeah, that isn't my goal. But what this means is that both of you can team up and I'll be at a clear disadvantage. So I will have to decline. Hee-chan, I'm very offended. Are you saying you don't trust us and that we would pull something so disingenuous? I guess is what Hee-chan said? That makes me sad. Sorry? It's hard to tell where Shizune's influence ends and Misha's thoughts begin. It's kind of true, actually. This is like a funny thing like with this. It's like, you know, yeah, conversing with Misha, but like, you know, it's also kind of like Shizune's words. So like, where does it start, where does it end? Like, left, right. In order to atone for hurting a young girl's feelings, you should definitely join the student council. Oh my god, blackmail now. No! How about a game of paper football instead of rich man poor... What the hell is rich man poor man? What the heck is that? RMPM. Paper football? Yeah, it's a game they play in America. You make a paper triangle and then you try to shoot it past goalposts that the other player makes with their fingers. Isn't it cool? It's the ultimate form of competition between two people, Hee-chan. And it's also played by elementary and middle school children, Hee-chan. That means it's a game that really separates the boys from the men. Man, everybody. More like the boys from the slightly older boys. Anyway, I'm not going to play that either. Just the fact that you know about it means you're probably surprisingly good at it. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. How did you know, Hee-chan? Shizune frowns at Misha, telling me that she probably wasn't supposed to admit that so readily. I wouldn't say that I'm happy with their attempts to get me into the student council, but I'm a little curious about what the student council does here. I've never been on one before, or even known anybody who was a member, so it interests me. I also kind of like Shizune and Misha, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Yeah. Okay, Hee-chan. How about Risk? Oh no, not that game. The game of world domination. Are these all games that like Shizune is just like cracked at, I guess? I don't know what that is. I'm in Japan. I mean, I don't know what kind of board games like people in other countries really grew up with here, but at least for me, like I actually did grow up with like Risk, and it was shit. It broke our brotherhood. It was pretty bad. What? No, Amos hates me, but like my brother hates me for other reasons. It's because I call him fat cheeks. So that's it. That's about it. It's really fun, Hee-chan. You fight for control of the world with armies and everything. Sounds like Shizune would be good at it. Yep. If you want to play, we can after school. You see, Risk does not last one day. It lasts for eternity. And there are so many truces and like betrayals and stuff and like switching sides and like it sucks. I don't know. But I've only played it with 3 people. I have no idea how it plays with like multiple people. It sounds like hell, honestly. Ah, really, Shi-chan? We can play... Oh, wait, sorry. Ah, really, Shi-chan? We can play just for fun, Hee-chan. Shi-chan hasn't played in a long time, so if you want to, there are no strings attached. Well... Okay, I guess. Okay. Perfect. We'll see you after school in the student council room then, Hee-chan. Wait, why there? Because that's where we keep the game. I grimace to tell them how much I do not like this, but it's more for show than anything. So in the end I agree, but only after getting Shizune to acknowledge that I don't mean anything concrete just by accepting to take a look around and play a game with her. Lunch ends and we go back to class. Whoop. During afternoon classes, the long-haired girl comes back and sits down in her seat without a word. Again, no one seems to notice, or if they do, no one says anything. I want to ask Misha about it, but I don't want to be nosy. After school, Shizune and Misha quickly find me by the first floor lobby and latch onto me, covering each flank in case I might try to escape. Why do I feel I remember this? I feel a little offended, but I'd be considering it nevertheless. I'm a bit disturbed. Sorry, I feel a little offended, but I've been considering it. Nevertheless, I'm a bit disturbed that enough people have made a break for it in the past that they're on their guard. Oof. What's with the escort? This doesn't make me feel very comfortable. In fact, it makes me feel like a dangerous prisoner being transported to a cell. What's wrong, Hee-chan? That's right. We're just going to go play a game of Risk, remember? I don't know. Misha, this all seems a little sinister to me. I start thinking that when we sit down to play the game, they'll tie me down and torture me until I agree to join the student council. Well, that's highly unlikely, but still, for some reason it just seems like it would be so plausible. Getting to the student council room is as simple as turning 2 corners from where we started. What? Wait, that's it? This makes you guys being so on top of me seem a little silly. That's not true, Hee-chan. Shi-chan says that when their life is threatened, people have shown the capability to pull off superhuman bursts of speed. Life is threatened? Hey yo, hold on. Her expression unchanging, Misha signs something amusedly to Shizune, who makes a baffling face and puts her hands behind her back, looking pleased with herself. Misha feigns deafness and hums cheerily. Stop that. I know you heard me. You have no excuse, unlike Shizune. Oh, Shizune opens the door to the student council room. It's a very plain, sparsely decorated room. Although it is quite large, maybe even a little larger than a classroom. There's a big table in the center surrounded by chairs, and a smaller desk prominently placed in the back that I assume is Shizune's. There are a few regular desks and chairs stacked to one side as well. Extras, perhaps? Aside from the tables and chairs, the room doesn't have much else to offer. Just a couple of filing cabinets and bookshelves stacked with old school records and documents. Not much else, in fact, nothing else. This is a pretty bleak room. They could at least put a potted plant in here or something, but the most noticeable thing that this room doesn't have is other people. Are we early? No. What do you mean, no? Does it mean nobody else is coming today? Yeah, that's right. Before I manage to ask why that's the case, Shizune claps her hands together very energetically. Hee-chan, let's play Risk. Come on, you promised, don't you? You'd have to. Okay. Do you want to know the rules? We can explain to you while we set everything up. While Misha is talking, Shizune takes out what looks like a board game from behind one of the filing cabinets and throws it on the table. Bam. Actually, this looks kind of interesting. After Misha spends a little too long for her liking running through the basics with a somewhat vague and confusing tutorial, Shizune cuts in and declares the game has started with a decisive motion, slicing her arm through the air. Whoa, damn. Shizune's aggressiveness is rubbing off onto me. I start feeling more competitive than I intended to be when I agreed to this. Halfway into the game, while I try to ponder how to defend against Shizune's assault from two fronts, she breaks my concentration by drumming her fingers on the table to get my attention. Hee-chan wants you to know that you are taking too long to make a move. Hee-chan also says that she would let you keep Australia if you agree to join the student council. I thought this was a game with no strings attached. Just the fact that she would dangle that over my head as an offer means that she knows I care about the outcome of this game. You see, if you get Australia on Risk, you have an additional whopping 2 more troops that you can deploy every turn. Crazy. And it's an entire continent. Australia is like one whole continent in Risk. Sorry, I just drank water without warning. Surprise! Water. Hydration. And anyway... No! Hee-chan admires your fighting spirit and will be a benevolent dictator who will spare your people if you agree to join the student council. Ha 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 ha! I don't know how to laugh properly. I don't know if I'm doing a bad job at doing Misha's laughters. I don't know. I was like, ha 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 ha. I don't know. She laughs at everything, man. I can't I'm just like ha 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 ha. And like, you know, laughter isn't actually laughter. You have to spell it out like ha 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 ha. You know, like when I say like ha 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 ha, that kind of thing, it's not very. At least when I laugh, I'm like. This is how I laugh, like I go I guess. I don't know. She laughs I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's more pronounced, which is bad. It makes it sound fake. You're so competitive, Shizune. She seems to take this as a compliment. But yeah, these two are really funny. They're great. I would expect the student council president to be a little more magnanimous. Magnanimous? Yeah, like how the hell you use sign language? She doesn't seem to know what the word means or how it's signed, so she pulls out a piece of paper and writes it for Shizune, who in return signs it back to Misha. Misha presses the index fingers against the temples, as if trying to physically imprint the word into her memory. Come on, Misha. Wow. Suddenly, Shizune bursts into a flurry of gestures. Misha looks daunted by the pace of her heated signing. Wait. Please slow down, Shi-chan. He-chan? Shi-chan says you're going to lose. You cut down, mister. Alright. Tell her I will crush her world empire with my rebellion. Damn. Okay. Oh gosh, Shizune's new face. Her true form. Those eyes of hers shine with childlike mischief. She says you have no chance if you keep playing like this. No, you won't. Okay, she has a point. Attack aggressively. It's a trap. It's smarter to play defensively here. It's time to rise up. It's time to rise up. Rise up! Attack aggressively. She's either really mocking me or trying to trick me. I have nothing else to lose though, so I might as well try something different. Maybe if I spread out my forces and try to control more territories, I can recoup the advantage. Shizune seems to focus on conquering whole nations. So, maybe I can sacrifice my hold on continents to gain more small countries. It's worth a shot. A few turns later, I end up losing the game anyway. Shizune adjusts her glasses victoriously and allows herself to tentatively pump a fist in the air in celebration. Pump it up. Pump up the jam. Pump up fist. I win, yay! There's no need to translate that, it was pretty clear. Don't look so sad, He-chan. You're really giving your best. That's what I thought. Sometimes your best just isn't good enough though. If anyone knows that, it's me. You did very well for someone who just learned how to play today. He-chan, you attacked Iceland and North America at the same time. That's a very daring move. Shi-chan is impressed. So in Risk, there are multiple ways to enter the side of the North America. And you have to go from the bottom from South America, or you can go through Iceland, which is more from the north east of America. And that's how you conquer America in Risk. Or was there a way to go around the map? I think you could. I'm not sure if you could stretch all the way from Asia out there. The mark of great people is that they are daring and that they can follow through. You're already halfway there, isn't that great, He-chan? I feel like the last time I played this, I played the attack option as well. I made the same mistake, but I guess I'll lose it either way, I suppose. Alright, is that they're daring and they can follow through. You're already halfway there, isn't that great, He-chan? That isn't enough though. Just potential isn't enough. There is no point to potential if you don't take the first step. And there is no point to that if you don't keep going. I want to see more. You're right, Shi-chan, but that's so demanding. Well, she wins. She does not shy away. She's a confident girl. She's just like, I will take whatever I get my hands on. Shizune leans forward, suddenly looking a lot less playful and more like the serious person I expected her to be from the start. He-chan, would you like to join the student council? She really doesn't waste any time, does she? But it's only my second day of school, so I'm hesitant about committing to something so early. I haven't even taken a look at any of the clubs yet. But spending time with Shizune and Misha doesn't seem like something I would hate. I still need more time to think about it before I decide for sure. Maybe. I'll get back to you on it. Okay, He-chan. But I hope you're not just saying that so we don't feel bad. No, really. Really? He-chan, if you're gonna say that, you're saying that is definitely the truth, and there can't be any mistaking it. I know. I guess I should have my revenge for losing at the very least. Shizune smiles at Shizune smiles at that in a mischievous way that feels like twisting the knife in the wound of my loss. I take a glance at the clock on the wall and realize I've spent far longer playing Risk than I expected. Dude, you don't play Risk as a short game, man. Unless... maybe Shizune is just really that good, I don't know. Then again, I never played like one-on-one like Risk. That sounds... maybe they'll end fast, I'm not sure. There's a lot to it, I don't know. Sorry, I think I had to go. I wanted to go to the library. It's not closed yet, is it? Shizune scratches her head and gestures at Misha. How hard can it be to determine whether the library is open? There's a clock right there on the wall. It should be, unless the librarian is absent. I think you're right, Shi-chan. We think the library is open. It's on the second floor. Can't miss it. Do you want us to show you where it is? No thanks. It's okay. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Oh, here's the second floor. One flight of stairs up and I run into problems. The second floor hallway is a carbon copy of the third floor one. It really is. Wide, of course, and plain, like only hallways can be. The problem is that the library's whereabouts are not as easily determined as one would think. The classrooms are marked with signs stating which class they belong to, but then there's a plethora of other unmarked rooms. Is the library one of them? Or is it just somewhere down the hallway? I bet on a ladder and choose my direction at random. After I turn around the corner, an unmarked door draws my attention because it's not closed. It's not open either though, just barely ajar so that I can see it's open and nothing else. It would make sense for a library door to be invitingly open, and while this one is not quite that, it's good enough. At the very least, it means that someone is inside, and I can ask for directions no matter how embarrassing that is. I gingerly push on the center of the door with my fingertips, every muscle in my arm ready to pull back at a moment's notice. The feeling of being an outsider to this school can't be shaken from my mind, so much so that I instinctively fear doing something wrong by entering. The door slowly creaks as if groaning from a deep sleep, though it's much easier to open than I anticipated. Leaning over and poking my head ever further inside to gain sight of the room as fast as possible, the meek hello on my lips is quickly snatched away. There is she. She is there. This is not as I was expecting. I mindlessly let the door open to its full extent, taking the sight of the solitary figures taking center stage in an otherwise abandoned room. The situation steals my voice, leaving me standing at the doorway, staring at the beautiful girl. Evidently having taken the time to assess the situation, the girl gently puts down her teacup and opens her eyes, but doesn't look at me. Alright. Hello there. May I help you? Staring directly in front of herself, the movements of her lips seem to break the silence rather than the words. However, it's the soft, measured voice that reminds me she's a being separate from the roof itself. The room itself. Not only is she likely the tallest girl I've ever laid eyes on, but even among the foreigners I've met, she's strikingly distinct. Sorry. My voice. Hi. Sorry for intruding. I was just kind of lost. She takes a moment to formulate a response before speaking. Every action she takes feels as if it's carefully choreographed beforehand. Care to take a seat? Unexpected, considering that I'm intruding upon her. Thanks. Have I already asked if this was the library? I did not even. I was just like, oh, I'm kind of lost and that's all. And she's just like, oh, care to take a seat? I guess. I don't know. I suppose. I slowly stepped towards another seat opposite her, the girl resting the teacup and saucer on the wooden table in between. The way she doesn't track my movements with her head is telling. That and the slight cloudiness in her eyes means she must be at least partially blind like Kenji. Come to think of it, her voice doesn't have any detectable accent either. I guess she must be half Japanese. As I take my seat, her composure takes me slightly off guard. Her air of relaxed confidence makes the silence entirely comfortable. The calming atmosphere is so very different from the student council office. Sorry, I'm stumbling. The calming atmosphere is so very different from the student council office. I take it you're a new student at Yamaku? Ah, yeah, I just transferred in yesterday. I get the distinct feeling my speech patterns don't match the formality of hers, accentuated by her restrained bow of greeting. One which I hasten to match before realizing the futility of the action. I'm Lily Sato. Pleased to meet you. Hisao Nakai. That's her name, Lily Sato. He gives a nod before gesturing roughly in the direction of a teacup. Would you care for a drink? Sure. As much as it pains me, I can't keep step with her formality in the proceedings. She gives a kind nod, taking the request in stride. Without another word, she steps off the chair and prepares a second cup of tea from a collection of supplies laid out along a shelf. A brush here, a brush there, her left hand often lightly touching the side of whichever container she's pouring into. It seems to be a process she's followed dozens of times before. As I lean sideways to see around her back, she seems to use her long, dainty finger to measure the right amount of water in the cup. It's one thing to see the different disabilities the students in my class have, but it's quite another to see how everyone seems to adapt. Shizune and Misha have no problem working together to communicate to me. And Lily herself seems to have workarounds for problems I'd never thought of. While I feel slightly guilty about her doing the work, she seems pleased to be following the correct process of the offerer preparing the drink. So, her soft voice brings me out of my silent observance. Which room were you looking for? It's not often this classroom is visited after school. The school library. Shizune and me, some classmates told me it was on this floor. She finishes pouring water into the teacup as she nods, a small metallic tapping coming from the teacup indicating it being stirred. I'm aware of Miss Hakamichi, as are most students. To be with them means you're in class 3-3, no? That's right, in the science room with Muto. She gives a small giggle before setting down the teaspoon and slowly walking towards the table, teacup and saucer in hand. He's quite a character. I imagine you'll come to like him. Most do. As she sets down the tea, I gently take it and have a sip. So this is like the second time we've seen Hisao, I guess. This is how he looks like in here. As she sets down the tea, I gently take it and have a sip. I'm really more of a coffee person, but this seems like a rather bad moment to bring it up. Nonetheless, the smell is quite nice. I hardly think it'd be hard to choke down. Now I want tea. I like my leaf juice. Thanks, Sato. It tastes really nice. She smiles and quickly waves her hand in front of her face. Lily, please. There's no need to be too formal. She says this in spite of her exceedingly well-bred speech. Oh well. I guess I should try it and ask her about myself, as it really does seem as if she's catering to me. So, which class are you from? I imagine it's one of the third-year classes. Correct. I'm in class 3-2, which is on the 3rd floor, same as yours. It's taught by Miyagi and is specifically for both blind and partially blind students. I see. Should not say I see. Oops. I feel like slapping myself for the fox pass. Looking at her face though, she doesn't seem in the least bit put off by it. My, there's no need to change your speech on my account. Sure. Sorry, I guess I'm really showing my newness here. An environment like this would be a big change, so I can't fault you for it. While the same can't be said for everyone, many have come to terms with their conditions. A category which would include her, it seems. All too ready to jump ship from this particular topic, I segue into another. Do you come here to drink tea often? It's a really nice place. Thinking on it, this might be her version of the place behind my school that I like to have lunch at. I come here fairly often during lunchtimes. My duties as class representative don't leave enough time for an official club, so a friend and I use this room for having tea. Class representative, huh? Compared to Shizune, her mannerisms seem to be almost completely opposite. While Shizune is blunt and fiercely driven, Lily seems relaxed and calm, almost aloof. Come to think of it, she might be useful for a less biased view of the school's clubs. What kinds of clubs are there to join? The more popular ones are the track and field club, which uses the field near the school during lunchtimes, the baseball club, and the book club in a room near the library. There are also numerous small ones too, though, such as the art and music clubs. At a time when I'm just wanting to get on my feet, rushing to a club right away seems slightly unappealing. I wonder if this school shares the same rule as my old one. Is it compulsory to join a club? It isn't, though it is encouraged. Ah, good. That's a relief. Yeah, I don't think they want to stress students anymore, bruh. I've really let down my guard around this girl to let such a thing slip out. The fact seems to slightly amuse her. Not wanting my tea to get cold, I finally start drinking it, as Lily does the same. Oh, the time really passed by. As I look over to the window over her shoulder, I notice the light coming into the room has a distinctively orange tint. Even here, time doesn't stand still. Huh, the time's gone quickly. Sorry? Right, she's blind. Of course she can't see the sun setting. Huh. It just looks like the sun's starting to set. It seems to come as a surprise for her. I guess she must have lost track of the time. Sorry, Hisao, I didn't mean to keep you from the library for so long. I quickly moved to allay her concern. No, it's okay. The library's still open, isn't it? She pauses and takes a moment to think on it. It's probably something I should have asked Shizune when I had the chance, but Lily seems slightly to know in any case. True, it's open until 6:30 during weekdays. A quick glance at my watch confirms I have well enough time to get there. I might get going in that case. It's been nice talking with you, Lily. She smiles and gives a deep nod, her hands still neatly folded on the table in front of her. It was my pleasure. Oh, come to think of it, shall I show you to where the library is? I couldn't possibly ask for more help. I should be able to find it alright. Well, unless my navigational skills fail me again. Which they seem to have a habit of doing. Yep. It's alright. I was going to be talking to the librarian there in any case. I could introduce you. This gets better and better. It's pretty hard to deny her offer. If you're sure, then that'd be great. Thanks. As she stands up to follow me, she takes hold of a straight, retractable cane that has been slipped in the handle of her bag on the floor. Compared to the cane glasses have dirt. My goggles have dirt. Alright. Compared to the cane the boy in my class had, Lily's look... Sorry. Let me say that again. Stubborn. Compared to the cane the boy in my class had, Lily's looks much thinner and longer. His must be for support, whereas Lily's is for navigation. Together, yeah, okay. Maybe I should end like kinda soon. Together we leave the peaceful room and enter the empty hallway on the way to the library. Side by side, my pace carefully slowed to match hers. We slowly walk through the hallway. It doesn't take long for us to arrive at the door to the warm-looking room, apparently situated in the center of the floor rather than either wing. Ladies first. She gives an appreciative smile at the gesture, taking the lead as we fall in. Oh, that's the library. To the left is the wooden library counter, with the library proper being on the right. Wait, okay, hold on. Should I stop here? It is a new location. I can play for until 12:30. I think I can. I can. I just need another drink of water, and hopefully that helps my throat a little bit. Alright. To the left is the wooden library counter, with the library proper being on the right. Popper. It easily dwarfs my old school's library, with the distinct smell of old books giving the place an almost old world air. There doesn't seem to be a lot of students here. Considering the time, it isn't a big surprise. Everyone's probably either in the school grounds or the dorms. Yuko, are you here? She says it to thin air since the librarian doesn't seem to be present, and of course, Lily can't see this. What's unexpected is that it draws a reaction. Oh, something from under the counter thuds against it, followed by a quiet wail. Oh. The origin, apparently the librarian, quickly crawls out and bounces up to extremely rigid attention. Hi Lily, how can I help you? Her voice is strained in a failing attempt to sound casual, and she's rubbing the back of her head. Good afternoon. What happened just now? I heard a strange sound. It's nothing, I just hit my head. See, I dropped an eraser under my desk, and while I was looking for it, a pencil dropped, and when I was looking for both of them, you came and surprised me. Are you alright? I'm sorry, I couldn't know. It's okay, sorry for making you worry. This is nothing. I've had worse happen to me. She's quick to reverse Lily's apologies, almost frantically trying to push aside the possibility that she could be in any way inconvenienced by bashing her head on the counter. Yes, worse things have happened. The girl fidgets with her fingers as Lily doesn't seem to drop her concerned expression. And then she shuffles some papers around the counter for no reason. A little shorter than Lily, replete with glasses, freckles, and a very troubled look. She seems to fit the library perfectly. Lily, did you get my message? Message? Oh, the 2 imported books that arrived? Right, they finally came. I can't believe it took so long, but... Amidst her celebrations, partially for managing to change the topic, I'm sure, she notices me from the corner of her eye and freezes on the spot when she does. Oh no! I'm sorry for not noticing you before. Did you need to check out a book? Or return one? I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. The way she can so quickly shift between moods is a little unsettling. He's with me, Yuko. This is Hisao, a new student. Hisao, this is Yuko, the school librarian. Pleased to meet you. Hisao! Right, Hisao. Pleased to meet you too, Hisao. For a second, she visibly attempts to engrave the name on her mind so she won't forget. Don't worry, I do that too. Yuko often arranges to import foreign books in Braille for me. Ah, would you like to tell Hisao a little something about the library? Lily's innocent suggestion is met with an expression of abject terror. Please, Lily, I can't. I don't know what he could be interested in. This is too much responsibility. How is any responsibility at all? I don't get it, but her objection is so sincere. I don't doubt for a second that she would rather disembowel herself on the spot than tell me where the light novels are. But... So there are a lot of books here in Braille here? So there are a lot of books in Braille here? I attempt to save the day by asking the first thing that pops into my mind, my head. It seems to work at least partially, as Yuko seems to not exactly relax, but at least look slightly less tense. Well, I think about a third or a fourth of Yamaku's library is either in Braille or audio. Ah, yeah, that makes sense, given all the blind students that be here. If it's only that, how come this library is so big in the first place? Well, we get a lot of new books regularly because the library is adequately endowed. That's probably why. They spend more on new books than on my salary. And then I have to organize and shelve all of them. Oh. Bruh. It's so troublesome and, I mean, books... I don't know. Actually, I have no idea how much librarians are paid. It's so troublesome that they weigh so much. I wish I could just quit this job. A very awkward silence follows this revelation of too much information. TMI, Yuko. I'll go check the aisles then, if you don't mind. It's probably best for all of us if she doesn't keep talking to me. Very well. Meanwhile, Yuko and I would have those books if it's all... Meanwhile, Yuko, I would have those books if it's alright with you. Well, my first impression was right. The library is surprisingly big. Ambling down the narrow aisles, I study the spines of the books in random order, occasionally sliding one out to read the blurb, taking it with me if it looks good. In a few moments, I have a respectable stack of books in my arms. I guess I'll never be stuck for choice in here. The normality of the library sinks in. Sure, there are large print and braille books scattered throughout, but it is what it is, a library. It's as if the calm mood from the room I had tea with Lily in snuck with us in here. Unless it was here to begin with. Something about that puts me at ease, just like before. I reach the end of the aisles and find a collection of desks, set up for study or personal reading. Going a little further though, I discover a nice quiet corner at the back. While the rest of the library has the odd students sitting at a desk either reading or stealthily sleeping, the back is pretty much deserted. As I glance around, I see someone who I recognize sitting on one of the several beanbags. And there she. It's the dark-haired girl from my class. The one who snuck out of the classroom earlier. She's reading a book, keeping it close to her face, which makes her look like she's really into it. From the way she was acting today, I had her pegged as more of a delinquent than a bookworm. In fact, her mysterious disappearance from the class raises all sorts of whys in my head. Intrigue floats slowly but surely towards the surface, and before I know it, I'm walking towards the mysterious long-haired girl. I guess, you know, there's no harm in introducing myself as I would with anyone else. She's a classmate after all. That's good that he sounds like taking a lot more. I think he's gotten back a little bit more of his activeness and confidence. I suppose he seems like a lot less depressed-ish, so that's good. Walking over to another beanbag, I take a seat and lay my books beside it. Oh! Sorry, that's not the voice I was giving her. The girl starts, looking scarily up at me from underneath her fringe. This is the first time I've seen her this close. Underneath her long, dense bangs, I can see that part of her face, at least a third, if not of half, is pretty badly scarred. My eyes are immediately drawn to the scars, subconsciously peeking past her hair until they meet her own eyes. For a second, I'm shocked, and divert my eyes to the book in her hands, before I realize that looking away probably only makes it worse. Oof. Oof. I mean, oops. It takes too many seconds to collect myself and remember what I walked up to her for. Okay. First of all, apologies. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. What voice would I give her? She's the softest character here. Like, softest voice. It's okay. It feels like I strained it. I do such a bad job at this. The girl certainly doesn't look like it's okay, but I let it slide. So, do you mind if I sit here? She seems to be very uncertain whether it's okay or not for me to sit, but finally she nods just a little. Oh, okay. I take the seat next to her and she hides herself behind her book. Life of Pi. Never heard of it. Oh. Well, I guess I watched a movie of that. Probably after I played this. I don't know. So, sorry again for startling you. I'm Hisao. She looks up from her book, stalling a little before replying. I know. We are in the same class. I made her sound monotone and shit. Maybe she's kind of like that as well. I don't know. Her speech is stilted and so quiet that it is barely audible even in a still library. Somehow I think that my delinquent impression of her was wrong. Hanako. I'm Hanako. Yeah, Hana-chan. Hanako. I resist the urge to say, that's a nice name. Just to have something to say, but really, it's the only thing I can think of. I feel like an idiot. Everyone here must be used to Everyone here must be used to being different to each other, and here I am being all bothered and fussed about that kind of thing. He's aware. He's aware. Don't let me interrupt your reading. I'll just check these books if you don't mind. She nods a little and sighs a little sigh of relief. So, I try to read the covers and the introductions of the books I picked up, and she buries her face in her book. Uncomfortable silence consumes us. My eyes still wander to her direction, and I sneak peeks at her flowing hair and the scars it's hiding. After a while, I realize that she's doing the same and only pretending to be immersed in Life of Pi. Her gaze is not inquisitive at all, though. It darts around like a scared rabbit. When our gazes finally meet, the chain reaction is unstoppable. Oh, she stands up forcefully from the beanbag and takes a deep breath. I... I've got to go do something. Without warning, Hanako takes off and runs towards the counter. Her hair-like takeoff catches me so off guard that I don't manage to go after her until she has a good head start. By the time I reach the counter, she's nowhere to be seen. Lily and Yuko are happily chanting away. Knowing that I won't be able to catch Hanako myself, I approach the girls. Hey, did you see or notice a girl run past here? Maybe. What does she look like? Long, dark hair, kinda shy. She had, well, some scars on her face. You wouldn't be talking about Hanako, would you? Yeah, that's her. I saw her reading and tried to talk to her, but I think I scared her off or something. Oh dear. Yuko, would you excuse me? I had better try and find her. Sure, I'll just hold on to these until you come back. What's going on? I'm sorry, but I'll have to explain it to you some other time. Right, I'll see you later then. Lily hastily grabs a cane and hurries out of the library, leaving me alone with Yuko. I don't think I'll ever get the hang of this place. Did I do something wrong? What did you do? Nothing, I was just looking for some books and then she got this fit and ran off. The most offending thing I can think of was that I might have looked at her general direction a few times. Well, she is a very timid girl. You have to be very careful around her. She can be very jumpy, I think, and she's not she can be very jumpy, I think, and she's not accustomed to talking with other people. Isn't that a bit strange? I wonder. It's just how she is, I think. Yuko doesn't sound all that convincing. Then again, maybe this is just the norm around here. Everyone has their own problems, or else they wouldn't be here. But how should I deal with these people? Forcing myself to act overly casually only makes me feel phony. Like I was supposed to be ignoring the elephant in the room. Yuko fidgets, looking like she wants to say something to that, but resists it. I think it's an elephant only if you feel that way. I guess she doesn't have a good sense of self-restraint. It makes me smile and she blushes heavily. What? Did that sound stupid? No, it sounded really wise. I guess you're right. It's more about me than anyone else. Neither of us has anything to add, so Yuko feels the silence while shuffling some papers around. People who have papers on their desks really like doing that. Just like Dog Toad. Did you find any books? Did you find any books? I should be closing soon. I mean, this library should be closing, but I have to do it. I hope that's not too inconvenient for you. Oh, yeah, I want some books, but I left them over there because... I'll just go get them. I fetched my stack of books from beside the beanbags where Hanako and I was sitting and returned to the counter. Wow, you read a lot, don't you? I surprised myself with that too, honestly. At least, when I really think about it. I had a lot of free time earlier this year, so I just kind of started reading books to fill that time. I couldn't do much else. I see. But she doesn't say anything else. She just checks out the books for me. Okay, I guess this is what they call tanked. Well, holding the library books with one arm, I trawl my pocket for the key to the door. A sudden sound from behind me startles me, making me nearly drop the books I'm carrying or the key that I almost managed to get into the lock. Who is it? I turn around to see who is talking to me. It's Kenji. She seems to be in a friendly mood, although the light glinting off his glasses in the dark gives him a sinister look. Oh boy. It's just me. This makes him pause and lick his lips nervously. Who is me? I don't know anyone called me. Are you some new guy again? His voice is suddenly strained and quick. Yes, but we've met before. Yesterday. I don't think so. I remember someone who I met only yesterday. When was that? What day is it today? I try to ignore him. Is he joking or what? Prove that we've met before. You live across the hall. You're Kenji. Kenji jumps back, his eyes filled with uncomprehending fear. How do you know my name? Damn, this can only mean one of the two things. Either we have met and you are telling the truth and I just can't remember it, or you are a spy. He pauses. A psychic spy. His eyes dart around me, trying to peek into my room, although it's hard to believe he can see anything through those thick glasses. His mood swung from friendly to manic in less than a minute. I'm not psychic. How do I know that? I'm not a mind reader. Kenji points a finger to in my face damningly. Unlike you! Stop that, man. We met yesterday. What's wrong with you? I live in this room. Lies! If you think you can pass as Hisao because I'm legally blind, you are sorely mistaken. You don't even look like him. I mean, the resemblance is real slim. Maybe at a distance, but who do you think you're kidding? I want to grab him by the shoulder and shake him. Exasperated, I rubbed my eyes and let out a heavy sigh. Stay there. Kenji comes closer, one careful step at a time. I stay still, lest he assault me physically, although I doubt he could do much damage even if he did. Oh, wait, I see now. Damn, it really is you. I just make his voice change. I don't know, man. It's just whatever. It just seems to fit his character, I suppose. Sighing again, and then once again for good measure, I step backwards, just in case. What's up, man? You don't look too good, I think. Something wrong? I don't know. I just had something stupid happen to me. A few stupid things, actually. Even if you discount this one. I can't get a proper touch on other people here, and I have no idea if it's because of me or because of them. I don't know why I'm telling this to Kenji. It's not like we've had any contact either. That's rough, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry about calling you a psychic spy and all, but you can never be too careful. It's a hard reality we live in. I'm slowly starting to think that Kenji isn't necessarily living in the same reality as the rest of us. You see, this is how it is, this world. There's no justice, you see. Even when I lose, I win, because I don't lose the lesson. What? What does it even mean? It doesn't matter. What? He dismisses it flatly with a wave of his hand. So what happened? Why the long face? Do you have a long face? It's nothing. I just scared some girl off accidentally. Literally too. She actually ran away from me. Was my fault, really? I think I'm not really used to all this yet. A girl? A cute one? Cute? That's a hard question. She had a nice body and really beautiful hair. But the face... But the face... I guess it could go either way. I mean, she was cute. I mean, she was a rabbit, I don't know. Yeah, cute, I guess. I knew it! There are a lot of cute girls here, a strangely disproportionate amount. I believe this is one of the dark secrets of this school. Oh shit, he's aware. He's aware. This is a visual novel. I tried to warn you, man, but did you listen? I don't remember any such warning. What? Yeah, no warning, bro. Dark secrets? Yes, dark secrets. Extremely dark. Like a black hole. Have you noticed that the number of girls in the school is slightly but significantly higher than the number of boys? It's like 60-40. Is that significant? This sounds a little bit balanced. I don't know. He turns his head to the left and stares off in the distance at nothing. What the heck? Why is it like this? I mean, to the untrained eye, it doesn't appear to be that bad, but that is a full 20%. I mean, I guess when you put it that way. One would think that a school with such a huge pool of women would be a man's dream, but no. What I am about to tell you could blow your mind. Are you ready? I don't know where this is going, but I think I won't be missing much by cutting out now. No, I am not ready. I only get as far as turning the doorknob before Kenji starts yapping and talking again, showing that he doesn't really care if my mind is blown or not. I believe that this school is a battleground, the site of a feminist infiltration. Oh god. This surely is a 4chan thing. This disparity in the number of men to women is a clear sign of how far they have come. In case this Cold War turns hot, they will have superiority in numbers. Just another skirmish in the eternal war against the forces of the feminists. They're everywhere. In Japan, women outnumber men. It's not a 60-40 split, but it's only a matter of time, man. Even in America, women are the majority by hair. They're building up their numbers. In the past, the build-up of a military has always been the clearest sign of imminent war. Japan is just the first step. I don't even know why Hisawa is still listening at this point. Japan is just the first step. Our economy is badass. Our economy is badass. And the country itself is a small and isolated, yet a huge part of the Pacific in terms of political value. The perfect target. They are so cunning. As expected of women. Soon the day will come when... Kenji's voice trails off ominously. That is... why you can't trust them. They will string you along and then kill you just as they killed me. You will end up just like me. Oh, hell no. I can't stop myself from blurting it out. Hey, what the hell does that mean? You said it, not me. It's the best I can think of. So, you're not supposed to say something like that? Damn, so rude. Where was I? Oh yeah, vast feminist conspiracy. Stop it. Stop. I lost you way back there somewhere. Somewhere around feminist infiltration. Too hard to follow? It's cool. I have some graphs and stuff in my room. Graphs? And puppets. You like puppets? Oh no. Oh no. No puppets. Please, no puppets. You don't like puppets? Okay, graphs are still cool though, right? He speaks energetically, responding almost before I'm done talking, moving his hands in an animated way as he continues to rant on. This is too strange. I had him pegged as relatively normal, but it's clear that I was wrong. Something on your mind, dude? Just thinking about what it's like to be the last sane man in an insane world. Kenji frowns, looking deeply upset. You mean that's you? That can't be, because I'm the last sane man in an insane world. That is my dream. You can't just steal a man's dream. What the hell? There can't be two last sane men. It would invalidate that whole last part. And that part is kind of important. I feel hungry now for some reason. There can only be one. Like in that foreign movie where there could only be one. And in the end, there's only one dude left. Because that was the point. What movie is he talking about? I've never seen anyone talk so heatedly and so defensively about absolutely nothing before. Anyway, if you wait here, I can get my graphs. I also have a list of other dark and complex conspiracies that this school holds, as tangled as... Quick, finish my analogy for me. Be a pal. I'm going to go to bed now. It is extremely late. That doesn't sound like an analogy, but whatever. I like you. You seem like a cool dude. Most people don't understand what I'm talking about when I try to explain the vast feminist conspiracy to them. Denial is a terrible thing. Later. He claps me on the back and then vanishes into his room so quickly and quietly it's like he didn't even open the door, but instead walked right through it like a ghost. I don't know if I can fully digest what just happened, so I give up and just go to my room, kicking off my shoes before falling face first into bed. It takes me some time to relax and get up so I can get started on homework. It's because the sheets are cool and comforting against my cheeks, and it feels good just lying there with my eyes closed. This school is like some kind of bizarre and surreal island. It's isolated on top of a mountain, and each person is stranger than the last. I just can't seem to fit in. What irony. One would think that fitting in a place that's made for people who are unfit for anywhere would be easy. Maybe I'm trying too hard. Although I say that, it doesn't help take the edge off, and the words are left echoing off my empty walls. I guess it's not as bad as I expected though. Okay, I'll be honest. We'll probably like end off like after like he's all like closed, like it's the next day or something. This place really is more of a school and less a hospital pretending it's a school than I thought it would be. Yeah, it's normal school, you know? Yep. If nothing else, the scenery is beautiful. I open one eye, seeing the school books and bottles of pills arranged side by side on my desktop. Maybe this place is too much like a normal school after all. Huh. Yeah, that's like in that one scene of Kenji, that just like took away like so much. Like, I mean, like I feel like he has like more lines than like like he had more lines than Lily and Hanako combined, bro. Like he is so much yapping. Create new save state. Alright. Oh. So cute. Okay. Oh man, my playtime is 2 hours and 45 minutes. That seems about right. Yep. Hi, Des. Oh no. What route is this? Oh wait, do you play Katawa Shoujo also? I'm just starting up the Act 1, the prologue before like the choices start to matter. At least I'm pretty sure the choices don't matter right now. Yeah, I played it before. Yeah, I played it too. I played it way back. I played it way back. So I played it way back and I have played all the routes before, unless they've added in some new routes. I don't think they have. I think this is still like the base, is still the normal one. But yeah, you caught me right as I was about to go off. Oh my god. Yeah. Well, I mean, sorry, but yeah, I have to go off. But I will be having this as a VOD. Actually, have I exported the previous Ace Attorney stream as a VOD yet? Oops. Probably not. I will have to, and that is I will have to export this out as well. Okay, yeah, so happy CNY. Yeah, happy Lunar New Year to you too. Happy CNY. As of now, I have no idea whose route I'll go through first, but maybe I might save that for revealing on like the 14th. I don't know, 14th February. We are almost going to the 14th. Right now it's the 31st. It's not February yet. I thought it was February already. We're not in February yet. Yeah, so I'll just play on and just see how it goes. I'm pretty sure I'm playing the one from Steam. I'm pretty sure that the Steam version does not have any scenes of it says a disclaimer that like there's adult scenes, but I don't know if there's like nudity scenes. I thought there would be an option to hide nudity. I remember in the base game that there was an option to hide the nudity or something like that. Like the screen would black out or something like that. So hopefully I can do that, because I don't want to accidentally show stuff on stream and I will just get booted off Twitch or something like that. I don't want to get into any trouble, so I'll have to like research about that. But yeah, okay. So the next time I stream this will be, I don't know, I'll think of it. If my hand gets better, then I will go back to drawing. I basically I burned myself while cooking for some stuff in CNY, so it's pretty bad, but it's a lot better now. So that's why I didn't choose to play something a bit more intensive this time. I just played more of a visual novel. And then my back is also hurting quite a bit. I blame the bed, or I don't know. Maybe the way I get out of bed is just bad and I don't do my stretches. I should stretch more. Yeah, so I'm a little bit temporarily disabled. Yeah, okay. Well, so I will see you guys another time. I don't know if I'll be streaming on wait, hold on. Saturday you have raid, right? Okay, yeah, Saturday means I have raid, so I'm not gonna be streaming then. Wait, Friday you have raid as well. So the next time I'll be streaming will be Sunday with Apollo Justice. More Apollo Justice. We're on the final case. It's still the first court trial. We just had the recess. It's a long case, so I will upload the VOD for the previous stream for that, and that'll be all. Catch you guys on Sunday. Okay, and hope you guys enjoyed this stream as well. Thank you guys for coming. Also, thank you, Des, for coming at the very last second. Oh my god. Okay, bye bye, and happy Lunar New Year.